and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is part 3 of my declutter series. So if you caught my last declutter video, yes, I look the same. I decided to get everything filmed all in one night because I suck. But today is going to be all about eyeshadow. I get rid of a ton, and I mean a ton of palettes. Oh, I can fit all my makeup in one section now. It's amazing. It's amazing. I do go pretty quick through the eyeshadows because I managed to separate everything by brand, and I just went through it really quickly because I wasn't trying to be too nitpicky about what I was and wasn't keeping. So yeah, if you're interested to see just how many palettes I got rid of, just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna try to speed through this. These are my smaller palettes, and I think I know what I'm gonna keep, and I think I know what I'm gonna get rid of. So if I don't talk a lot through this, it's because I'm just trying to move fast because I have over 150 palettes to go through. First of all though, I do want to say I love the color story of this Kissa Elf second collab, but performance wise it wasn't very good. And I also want to say this is one of my first high-end palettes I ever got from Tarte. I've been holding on to it for nostalgia reasons, but I think it's ready to let it go. I love SpongeBob. I'm gonna hold on to that. Alright, these are single shadows from Makeup Geek from 2016 at least. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of the entire Z palette since I don't really need to hold on to a small one. And while I'm here, I have even more Z palettes. So these are all, I believe they should all be Makeup Geek. Some of them might be Ofra. Really sad because I love this, and I know they changed their formula on it. Even these are Makeup Geek ones. So I'm gonna get rid of all these. I think I'm gonna keep one of the Z palettes, and I just have some Mayron stuff. These are my Sugar Pill shadows. I am definitely holding on to these because they were quite expensive. Gonna keep these 4 and get rid of these 4. So that finishes my small palettes. So I'm gonna put what I'm keeping in here, and you can see it is all fitting so much better. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna get rid of this one. I absolutely love it, but it's old, but it's Kissa, but it's old. I'm gonna get rid of it. Alright, for this section, I think it's gonna be easier if I take everything out and then just go from there. This is like some of my indie brands, which I'm not gonna get rid of any of these. So I have, you know, Odin's Eye, Game Beauty, Shroud, some Profusion, LEJ, Blend Bunny, Creature Cosmetics, Glam Light. So I'm just gonna hold on to all those. Alright, I had to completely rearrange. Hopefully this works out. I kind of got natural light working now. But I'm going to start with these. I'm getting rid of all these. They are glitter gels. Really quickly, I'm getting rid of this James Charles palette. I don't know why I kept it for so long. I haven't used it in the longest time. And then I have all these palettes from Lunar Skies Cosmetics, which is a brand that kind of screwed a bunch of people over. So all these palettes saying goodbye. So for the most part, I have everything separated by brand. The 2 brands that I have the most from are Anastasia and ColourPop. Juvia's Place, this is a green palette. This is new to me. I just got it a couple months ago at this point. Same with this one. Definitely holding on to these. Urban Decay. So I bought all 4 of the Decades palettes. They're cute. I really like the 1933 one. So I think I'm going to keep this one, but I'm going to get rid of the rest. And I didn't use that one. I might swatch that one. I might swatch that one, but I'm going to get rid of these and keep that one. The Urban Decay Stoned. I just don't reach for this, so I think I am going to get rid of it. Wired, I think this was supposed to be the replacement for their, I can't remember, electric palette. I think I used this once and I just didn't like it. And Urban Decay Naked Heat. I don't even think I've used this. And I think I'm going to get rid of it. This is 2 palettes from Melt. This is the Rust Stack. I've had this for like 6 years now. Absolutely love this. But it's old. Doesn't work for me anymore. And this is the Gemini palette. I don't know what happened to it, but my shadows did that. And I haven't traveled with this. So this is just from it sitting there. So I'm going to get rid of it. Pure and Raw Beauty Christie. I freaking love this palette. I forget how much I love it because I haven't used it in a while. But I'm going to hold on to it because it should still be good. This is the Radioactive palette by the brand Meliops. I will have it on the screen because I cannot pronounce it. Oh man, this palette. The Storybook Cosmetics. What even happened to Storybook Cosmetics? I'm getting rid of it. This is Beauty Bakery Do It for the Gram. Recently picked this up at Ulta when it was half off. Definitely gonna hold on to that to try it out the formula. Tasha Denona Glam palette. It is a beautiful cool tone palette, and if I'm being completely honest, I bought it simply for my wedding, and that's the last time I used it. As much as it pains me that I paid $65 for this, I'm going to let it go. I feel like I should keep this just because it will never be in production ever again. The Tati Beauty palette. It's actually a gorgeous palette. Part of me wants to hold on to it. I really did like it. Ugh. I think for now I will hold on to it. I absolutely love Sugar Pill. This is the Fun Size palettes, Fun Size 1 and 2. Absolutely love these. Definitely holding on to those. And then I have the capsules. So I have all 4 capsules. I absolutely love these capsules. They are so pretty. I love the tones in them. I love the formula. I love the black packaging the most. This was the 10th anniversary one. Definitely keeping all of these. Next up, I have Lunar Beauty. So I have the Life's a Drag palette. I think I am going to get rid of this simply because the last few times I've used it, the colors have irritated my eyes. So I don't know if it's because it's older, if that's the issue, or what. So I'm just not even going to risk it anymore. Strawberry Dream, absolutely beautiful. Keeping that. I don't have any problem with any of these palettes. So yeah, what is this? Eternal Eclipse. Gorgeous. Definitely holding that. My absolute favorite is the Moonspell palette. Just look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And then this is the Moonspell 2 palette, which I recently got and I haven't used yet. And I have Morphe. So when I worked my retail job for Christmas, my manager got me the Ashley Strong palette. I'm going to keep it because I haven't used it yet. I'm going to hold on to that just to try it out. And I think I'm going to hold on to the Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals palette because it is really pretty, just simple, you know, everyday palette. And I think I'm officially finally going to part ways with the large Jaclyn Hill palette. So I have the OG one, which is very loved, but it's old. And I haven't shopped at Morphe in forever. And then the second palette is absolutely beautiful. I literally don't use it, and I think I used it maybe 3 times since I got it. Moving on to Shroud Cosmetics, I will admit I am a complete idiot because I bought this again with, it says Strobe on here. They're Shroud now, but this is the old Creepy Cute. I don't need 2, so I'm going to get rid of this one and keep the new one. Then I have Divinity, also really pretty. I'm going to hold on to that, and I have Arcana. Super grungy. I absolutely love this and definitely holding on to those. And now I have Dominique Cosmetics. I love Dominique Cosmetics. They were one of the first brands to ever post me on Instagram, and I just love them. These are brand new palettes. I just recently got them. By recently I mean like a couple weeks ago. I have this palette, which I haven't used yet, and I have this palette, The Moment. Absolutely beautiful. I love this blue so much. I think, as much as I love the brand, I think I'm going to part ways with some of the palettes. This was like a mini one, like Sweater Weather or something like that. I'm going to get rid of this one. Okay, this one is Rustic Glam, and it's absolutely beautiful, but I used it, I don't know, just a handful of times. So I think I'm going to part ways with this one. I think I'm gonna keep this one. This one is Celestial Storm. Absolutely beautiful. I think I'm gonna part ways with Berries and Cream. This one's really pretty. It's Lemonade. I think I'm gonna hold on to Lemonade. I think I'm gonna pass on Latte 2. It is very pretty, and this is the original Latte. Absolutely beautiful, but it's quite old, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. And one of the hardest brands for me to part things from is ColourPop. Alright, so let's start with the larger palettes. Hopefully the lighting's a little bit better. I keep getting washed out by the sun. This is Fade into Hue. Beautiful rainbow palette. I'm going to hold on to that. And I'm definitely going to hold on to Stone Cold Fox. It's one of my absolute favorite cool tone palettes. I want to keep all these little quads. So these are from Animal Crossings. To be honest, I don't play Animal Crossings. Never played it before. So I don't know anything about it. But these color stories are so cute. I love Monochromatic Story. And this is the Strawberry Swirl. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. I think ColourPop has shied away from the plastic packaging. And these are quite old. Just My Luck. One of my favorite green palettes ever. Just, it's gorgeous, but it's old. Unfortunately, very old. And I know this because I used all these in my 2019 100 Days of Makeup Challenge. This is Main Squeeze, super old, and Honey. Such a lovely yellow palette. I'm going to have to say goodbye to these just because they are so old. And speaking of old, remember this palette? I think this is one of the ColourPop's first palettes, like in this size. This was the Yes Please one. I freaking love this one so much, but it's from like 2016. I am going to pass on the X's and O's. It just wasn't my favorite. Definitely going to keep the Nightmare Before Christmas one because I love the Nightmare Before Christmas. Likewise, going to keep the At Forest Sight because I absolutely love that palette. Love Raw Beauty Christie. I think I'm going to part with the Lizzie McGuire one. I kept the blushes, but the palette I think just needs to go away. And I think the same with the Powerpuff Girls. I like the color story, but I wish there wasn't as many neutrals in it, so I'm going to say goodbye to that. Sweet Talk is another old palette that I'm going to get rid of. I've had it for a very long time. It's a beautiful palette. I don't even know if they still have it. And this is Limoncello. I didn't really have a chance to use this one, and I'm actually going to get rid of it. I have one broken shade, and I just wasn't vibing with it. I love the blushes in that, though. That's Taupe is really pretty. I'm going to hold on to it. The Mandalorian, the child, Baby Yoda. Not a Star Wars fan, but I love this palette. Of Quartz, I just recently got. Gonna hold on to that. Another cool tone one. I have the Tinkerbell one. Again, I recently got this within the last couple months, so I'm gonna hold on to that. And I think I used the ColourPop Hocus Pocus ones, like once or twice. And I think I'm going to pass on them. And the last ColourPop one is Rudolph. I absolutely love this. It is so pretty. I love it. I love the packaging. I love Rudolph so much. Christmas time is my favorite time. So that's ColourPop. Next up, Anastasia. I kind of broke it up into the Norvina palette and then the regular ABH palette. So I'm going to start with the ABH palettes because I have quite a few that I need to say goodbye to. Starting with the Artist palette. I freaking adored this palette. And it's so old. I bought it when I was in Colorado. It was my first time buying Anastasia. I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna get it. And I did swatches on the drive home and it was magical. But it's super old. Same with this one. This is the Shadow Couture World Traveler. I've had it for almost the same amount of time as this one, so those gotta go. Same with the Master Palette by Mario. Absolutely beautiful palette, but you know how long ago that was. Modern Renaissance. Oh man, I still to this day adore this palette, but I have to buy a new one because it irritates my eyes because it is so old. The Norvina palette, beautiful, but passing on it. Same with Subculture and Prism. I think I'm going to pass on Sultry too. I really love Riviera, but I got that in 2019. Alyssa Edwards. I think I'm going to pass on it. I will, however, keep this palette, the Jackie Aina palette. Oh my god, this is one of the best palettes that they have put out. Carly Bible, I'm gonna get rid of it. Soft Glam, I think was supposed to be like the sister palette to Mono Renaissance. I do think I'm gonna hold on to it. The Amrezy palette, it's pretty, but I don't root for it. And if I'm being honest, I absolutely hate this glitter packaging. Like, I like the glitter aspect, I just wish it wasn't textured. And then the last one I have is fairly new to me. This is the Primrose palette, so I'm going to hold on to this one. It is beautiful. So I'm only keeping 3. So I have the 3 mini Norvina palettes, and honestly, I got them, and I don't even think I used this one. I think I used one of these. I think I used that one. Maybe I dipped into them. I'm not going to hold on to these because I like the larger palettes a lot more. So the last 6 I have are the Norvina Pro palettes. I have clearly all 6 of them, and I believe I'm going to keep all of them because I do love them. They are, at least the first 3 are a little bit older, but they're all so pretty. I don't have a trouble with this formula. It works wonderful. I absolutely love this one, the 5th one. It's like perfect. It's a perfect purple dream. And then the 6th one is, I think it had a little controversy with it, but I really like it. I like having options when it comes to color. I don't like sticking to just one palette. So I'm definitely going to hold on to all 6 of these. So I went from like 20 plus Anastasias to 9. So yeah, that completes my declutter, and I will probably do a separate video on possibly reorganizing everything, so yay for that. Alright, so I wasn't kidding when I said that I was getting rid of a lot of makeup. I will insert a photo, or maybe a small video, of the box that I have all the makeup in that I'm throwing away. It's a lot, I promise you, it's a lot. I feel so bad throwing away so much makeup, but a lot of it is super old. I mean, some of the stuff I've had since Gen Beauty, and that was years ago at this point. But it is what it is. It's my wasted money. It's whatever. I kept a lot of stuff that I love and stuff that is, you know, not too old. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye!